New idea that came to mind. Why don't people respect lyricism anymore in music, in rap music especially? I feel like a lot of people who have great wordplay, who have great use of words and twisting, like on some real, I'm gonna shout out some real legends who do this. In my opinion, Logic's one of them. You know what I'm saying? Eminem's one of them. Joyner Lucas is also another one of them. And I know a lot of viewers who probably click on this video, probably like, what the fuck, Joyner Lucas, Logic, and Eminem's your best one. There's many other artists out there who have great wordplay. Somebody named Clay, rapper named Clay. Go ahead and listen to Cole, Kendrick, and Clay. That's a good song, great lyricism. But it's like, you don't understand. Those, and I'm not talking about everybody that's on this video right now. I'm talking about the kids of today's generation. You don't understand. Like, I'm gonna sound like an old head. Back then, nigga, when we was rap battling and all that shit, when music was being made, people craved wordplay. You know what I'm saying? People craved, like, people who were experienced and was very intelligent with their words on the microphone. People crave skill. You know what I'm saying? Skills such as cadence and flow. You know, speed. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people love the speed. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the stuff that was loved back then, like in 2015, 2010, 2005, and 2000s, isn't necessarily looked at as the same anymore. So it's like, another thing being, what do y'all consider rap anymore? Because rap stands for rhythm and poetry. And a lot of artists out there don't have rhythm and poetry. They more so just are saying things while the beat plays. In my opinion, you're either saying things while the beat plays or you're moaning to the beat. And people are applauding these artists. Kodak Black, NBA Youngboy, YNW Melly, etc. Whoever you wanna bring to the table right now in today's current generation of rappers, quote unquote. I like to use the word trapper because you're not rapping, you're more so just making music about trap. What's going on in your hood, what's going on activity wise, what's going on gang related activities. Trap. So when I ask people who's the best rapper and they say Youngboy, I don't want to hear Youngboy. I don't want to hear YNW Melly. I don't want to hear today's generation rappers. That's the best trapper. Yeah. I'll give him the best when it comes to being the best trapper. But rapper? No. As a matter of fact, I can't really sit here and I can't just be too unfair because it's my interest. Obviously, I can't sit here and say anyone's the best rapper. But if we're talking skill, there's a lot of people who have skill that a lot of trappers don't have. You know what I'm saying? Such as wordplay, cadence, and flow. Juice WRLD, I'd say he's a great rapper. If you look at his freestyles, you know he's saying some very intelligent things. You know what I'm saying? In genre, it doesn't really matter what the genre. It just matters what you bring to the table as an artist, as a musician, as a vocalist. You know what I'm saying? What's your vocabulary look like? What do you sound like on the mic? What are your stats look like? If music was a video game and I ask you, rate Youngboy stats, what would his pie chart look like? What would his graph look like? Probably high when it comes to his ad, like you know what I'm saying? I don't listen to Youngboy, but I would assume maybe high when it comes to his beats, when it comes to his voice, but not so high when it comes to his wordplay and his lyricism. So, or when anybody starts asking anybody the best rapper, you can't just ask anyone who's the best rapper. You have to ask for their stats. If you could rate Eminem, what would it be? And I don't want anyone putting in there, oh, I don't like. You don't have to like the artist. Just sit here and really think about it. I'll name any artist, and I want you to rate them. Or like, you can even think about it yourself. Just think about any artist you have in your head, who you listen to versus who you don't listen to, and literally set your like or dislikes for them to the side. Play like one or two songs, listen to a freestyle, and really rate. Okay, Rap means rhythm and poetry. Did they have rhythm? And did they have poetry? And what other skills did they have while rapping, while freestyling, while making this song? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that matters. Now, sales, I'm not much of a sales guy. I don't really care for sales. I more so care for skill. So, just because an artist isn't on the billboard currently, doesn't mean they flopped. They still have money in their account. You can't sit here and be like, oh, they fell off because they're not on a billboard and no one listens to them anymore. They still get streams on Spotify. They still get their merchandise purchased. They still got a fan base. So did they really fall off? People don't really understand what it means to fall off anymore. They just assume that if no one's hearing about them or talking about them in the current moment, then they fell off. It's the same thing with content creation. Oh, you fell off because you don't get talked about anymore, but I still get views. And even if I don't get views, I still got paid. I still get paid. I still do other things to get myself paid. So, the term fall off when it comes to a musician who's made it before, or a content creator who's made it before, or anybody that's made it before. Whether it's them being in the film world where people don't watch their movies anymore. If Tom Cruise didn't have films people were watching anymore, he wouldn't have just quote unquote fell off. Because he still got the bag. He's still getting paid. You know what I'm saying? But that's my opinion about rhythm and poetry, about rap, about hip hop, about anything, to be honest. Lyricism doesn't really get respected the way it should anymore. And that's a huge deal. Because it's like, bro, what do y'all look at? Do y'all look at how people sound now? If they sound funny, or if their auto-tune is great, then that means they're a good rapper. Like Travis Scott, you know what I'm saying? I don't listen to Travis Scott either, bro. But it's just like, bro, you got some music is good to vibe to if you're just chilling. But do you have some music that people actually took time to create and put their skill level into? I'm not saying don't enjoy Travis Scott or don't enjoy Youngboy. You know what I'm saying? Because they got their own shit going on. They got their own form of what it means to be an artist. But if we're talking at base value here, and we're comparing them to someone like Royce the 5'9", Joyner Lucas, Logic, they're not anywhere close to them skill-wise. They can never, like for example, take Logic. I'm gonna take Logic because he's retired. But just because Logic retired or because he made a couple of songs people didn't like doesn't mean that he doesn't have skill. Take Logic and put him on the track with Kodak Black, and they both get a verse. Whose verse do you think is gonna be more better? Rhythm and poetry wise, Logic's. You know why? Because he has rhythm and poetry, and it's way better than Kodak could ever produce. No hate to Kodak or any other artist, but y'all don't really sound good on the mic. And I could probably sound better than them on the mic. You know what I'm saying? You could probably sound better than them. And I'm talking to viewers who are diehard fans. You could probably sound better than Kodak Black on the mic if you tried. And to all the Youngboy too, you could probably sound better than Youngboy on the track if you tried. So that's for all the fans out there who are diehard, who are like, bro, don't be talking about my favorite artist like that. No. I gotta ask you a question. If you really try putting thought and soul into music for just 2 days, I bet you could produce and put out something way better than your favorite artist you consider great. But that's all I gotta say. Cause you know what I'm saying? I don't want to take up too much time. Just put it out there. Let it marinate, sit in your heads, and really think about rap is rhythm and poetry, not auto-tune. Not the best beat makes the better sales. No, rhythm and poetry with or without a beat. Even if you're just doing a cappella or nothing at all. If you're just saying words, rhythm and poetry. Don't forget. Don't forget again. Because y'all swear y'all diehard hip hop fans, but no. Do you really know what it means to be a part of rap? I'm gonna leave it right there. This could be like a part 2 some other time, but I wanted to let y'all really sit there and really get a feel on what rap is really supposed to be. Think about it.